Hello Conductivity Diet members, it's Tavis Bradley. I've received a lot of requests about the tonics, and a lot of you still want to see me do it and go over it, so that's what I'm going to do on this video here. So the first tonic is the crystal salt. So you want to take a pretty fairly normal size crystal that you would get in like a shaker, a grinder. I keep wanting to say shaker, a grinder, and you just want to take one of those and put it in your quart size jar and begin that electricity for your day. So let me put it on the cutting board here and I'll give you an idea of what it looks like in real time. So that is the crystal right there. If that gives you an idea of how big it is. So a crystal that size is what you're looking for. Put one of those in your quart-sized jar in the morning to start your day. And then you will move on to the second tonic. So let's take that and put it in here. Seal that up. And that's it. That's number one. Number two, we have the cayenne pepper, the turmeric, and the ginger with lemon. So let's take a teaspoon. A teaspoon is perfectly sufficient. I do a tablespoon. Starting out, a teaspoon is just perfect to get your medicinal effect. That'll be just exactly right for you. And then you'll take your lemon. You want to do about, let me bring you over here. You want to juice about half a jar, this size. This is a 4-ounce jar. So you want to do about 2 ounces of lemon juice. About 2 ounces of lemon juice here, and we'll add that to the second tonic. Filled it up a little bit too much there, but you want to go for about 2 ounces. Seal that up. There's number two. Number three is chlorella. You want to use about a teaspoon, in between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of the chlorella. This is the brand I like, Health Force Nutrition. I really believe in James Sheridan, in his integrity and his products. Very good man, and I support him. And I would encourage all of you who need products that he offers to choose him first, because he is a very high integrity, rich brother in service. So anywhere in between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of that will be sufficient for you. I do a tablespoon, but a teaspoon is fine. There's number three. And number 4, we have Shilajit, and I use the Amica brand. There are a few other sources out there that are just as good. This is just the one that I use, and you want to use a teaspoon of that starting out, work your way up to a tablespoon. And those are your 4 tonics right there. There you have it. So let's get these on there so I can talk about these further. Okay, so this is the system. This is the foundational conductivity diet protocol to start your day off. So this is how it works. You have your conductivity being generated from the crystal, filling this body of water with electricity and creating that charge. And then you have your astringent tonic with your spices in the form of powder that create a contraction and force your tissues to go inside and to start to dissolve the plaque and unwanted debris and material in your body. And then you want to bring in the cooling effect, which is the chlorella, which is one option, and therefore creating the relaxation effect and the surrender of the muscles, the surrender of the tissue, the surrender of the glands to expel what has been dissolved. And then you have the earth element, which in this case is the Shilajit, which creates the grounding effect to meet with the conductivity so that you can anchor all of the nutrition that you put into your body so that it is able to be absorbed and to go deeper into your system, further into your bones, so that you can fully be conductive all the way down to the density of your chemistry, your biochemistry. So this is the groundwork. This is the ground platform for the conductivity diet. Start this off in the morning when you wake up, first thing, and try to be finished by noon. I know that all of you have different schedules, and so that makes it a little bit different. So if you have a graveyard shift, then obviously you're on a completely different program, and that's another schedule. But for the average person who doesn't have a graveyard shift, you want to wake up and you want to drink your first tonic and try to get all your tonics in before noon. And ideally, you definitely want to get the last one in by 4 p.m. because you want to have a deep night's rest, for one thing, so you don't want to be getting up and going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. And the other thing is there's rhythms to follow in nature, natural cycles. So when the sun is highest in the day, the forces of digestion, of assimilation are stronger. So you want to, and that also is true for the tissue. You have this cycle of contracting and expanding naturally in and of itself. So you can kind of sync up with that and kind of get in the flow of that rhythm with your body's rhythm with these tonics. So if you get them in first thing in the morning and get them all done by noon, 2 o'clock say, 4 o'clock at the latest, then you're working with the natural forces of contraction and expansion, so you'll get the maximum effect from this protocol. And then you can, after you drink your first tonic, if you must and you need nutrition, you need extra density for your day, then I would recommend what I recommend as a morning breakfast, which is a medicinal ball filled with a lot of oils and fat and nuts and seeds. And I'm going to actually break from this video as soon as I show you this. I'm going to make those. And then also I recommend a living Brazil nut milk, medicinal milk with some other medicinal ingredients for your morning breakfast. If you must have something and you can't just get away with the morning tonics and eating later after that in the daytime, then I'll show you what you can do to generate more medicine to go along with this, which the Conductivity Diet is a full spectrum. So far, I think that a lot of you are getting this idea that the Conductivity Diet is these tonics. These tonics are just the platform, and the rest of the Conductivity Diet, which I will be sharing with you, is taking in all the rest of the medicines of the earth, all of the correct fruits that are true in nature and are not genetically modified, eating them as close to your region as possible, local, all the greens, all the herbs, and of course you know the oils and the fats, and all of these other medicines. So it's a full spectrum approach, and so the Conductivity Diet is much more, and you'll get the whole picture, one piece at a time, and then you can implement it. So far, this is very important to start with the platform so you can generate the electricity. So whatever else you're eating, you're generating a body that has electricity so you can put to flight any issues with your lack of connection with the earth and your your excessive time around technologies, computers, cell phones, so on and so on. So that is it. And I know I promised you guys, or I told you that I was going to put up a video after the video that I put up the other day with a salad and a couple more questions, and I thought that I was recording it, and it turned out that I actually did the whole thing, and the memory card ran out. So that's why I wasn't able to put that up. So I recorded it basically for the unseen audience, so to speak. So that's the tonics. If you have any more questions, please ask them, but I think that's pretty clear. That's the basis of it. That's how you do it. Those are the doses. And I'll put the doses at the bottom of the YouTube video so that you can see them if you need to. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. And oh, one more thing. I know that I asked you guys in the last video to send me your pictures with an email to help me to relate to you and to see you. And someone mentioned to me an easier way, which seems much better for you and me, and that is to just go to my Facebook page on my website and just like me, like my page, and then I can get a image of you there, and that will save you the time from having to email an image to me, and also save me from having to go through my email to look for it. So that seems like a simpler solution. So you can try that out, and I know a couple of you have already emailed me, and I thank you so much. That helps. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.